Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Mauritius, Mr. Rajeswar Parya, the Honorable Minister of Education, Culture and Human Resources, Dr. Vincent Benoit, the President of the Rotary Club of Granby, Mr. Jalil Kadaro, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of universities and institutions, fellow Rotarians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Rotary Club of Granby's Education and Career Fair, now being called the Mauritius International University Career and Job Expo. My name is Faizo Sanbukas. I'm the chairman of the organizing committee. So, the transition from secondary to tertiary education is an important step in the life of a student. Making the right choice about one's field of study and ultimately one's professional career is very important. It is in this context that some 92 universities, tertiary institutions, stakeholders of the education community in Mauritius, companies, job providers have been united under a single roof for the next 3 days to provide students, school leavers and job seekers with career guidance, information, counseling and advice. This fair will provide the gateway for acquisition of knowledge and skills so badly needed by the country and especially the youth. I take the opportunity also to greet all my fellow friends and representatives coming from the UK, USA, Australia, India, Malaysia, France, South Africa, China and Canada. As chairman of the organizing committee of this year's edition, I would like to thank all my committee members of the Rotary Club of Granby for the support and considerations. Although the bad weather yesterday, I'm confident that this year's edition will be up to the standard and will meet its objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, I have now the pleasure to invite my dear President of the Rotary Club of Granby, Mr. Jalil Kadaro, to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Faiz. Your Excellency, Mr. Kailash Poriyag, President of the Republic of Mauritius, Honorable Dr. Vincent Benoit, Minister of Education, Culture and Human Resources, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished Rotary officers, Rotarians, Rotaractors, exhibitors and participants, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to welcome you to this Mauritius International University Career and Job Expo. 21 years ago, the Rotary Club of Granby decided to organize a career guidance tour for students who were doing their higher school certificate. This was organized in classrooms in a college, and the first speakers were Rotarians from Granby. As years went by, we brought changes to the event so as to fulfill the needs of the students, and today this event is a must for the student wishing to pursue further studies either locally or abroad, as it is the only event where one can meet the representative of universities from all around the world under one roof. Education being one of the areas of focus of Rotary International, the Rotary Club of Granby believes that education is the key to success. We believe that investing in education is the best method to reduce poverty, as this helps to increase one's revenue, better health, and to promote gender equality. The Rotary is also the world's largest provider of scholarship in the private sector. It annually offers 1,000 scholarships in universities abroad and also sponsors the Youth Exchange Program that enables more than 8,000 youngsters to go abroad annually for stays between 3 months to 1 year. As I mentioned earlier, over the years, changes have been brought to the event, and this year I am pleased to announce that we are also holding a job fair, as we believe that education and job works hand in hand. I am also proud to announce the launching of a magazine with our partner Uhuru Communication, specially dedicated to students, called The Career World, which will be a monthly magazine, both printed and electronic version, free of charge, and which will be made available in the colleges and libraries over the island. Before ending, I would like to thank our contractor, Publipromo, Mr. Didier de Saint-Ville and Melissa Dallé, our partners and sponsors, MyJob and ACCA, the Career Guidance Office of the Ministry of Education, together with all those who since the beginning have been with us supporting this noble cause. Last but not least, the organizing committee and members of the Rotary Club of Grand Bay for their total support and help. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Jalil. He has participated in the training of first and second year medical students as monitor at the University of Bordeaux from 1974 to 1981. Also in the training of nursing students at the Centre Hospitalier Régional de Bordeaux. He is the first cardiologist to join the Ministry of Health, was posted to cardiac unit Victoria Hospital Candas. In December 1985, had the responsibility of setting up of a full-fledged cardiac unit in ICU at the Sosiusagar Ramgulam National Hospital in view of the setting up of a permanent cardiac surgery center in Mauritius, founder member of the Mauritius Heart Foundation and the Hassan Rafa Heart Foundation. He has been Minister of Finance, Minister of Labor, and since 2008, Minister of Education, Culture and Human Resources. Ladies and gentlemen, I have now the immense pleasure to invite the Honorable Minister of Education, Culture and Human Resources, Dr. Vasant Kumar Banwari. Sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Mauritius, Mr. Rajkishore Paryag, President of Rotary Club Grand Bay, representatives of universities and institutions, members of Rotary Club Grand Bay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me to the opening ceremony of this International University Careers and Job Expo 2013, organized by the Rotary Club of Grand Bay in collaboration with the Careers Guidance Service of my ministry. This Expo is now an annual event in our education landscape for students exploring the environment for information on jobs, education prospects, and careers available to them after having followed their formal secondary education itineraries. It is the opportune time when students are provided with the necessary information, help and assistance needed to bridge the transition from secondary education environment to the world of higher learning, be it in the TVET or university sectors. One of the components of careers guidance is the dissemination of education and training information to young people. By bringing together partners from educational, professional and vocational institutions under one umbrella, the event provides an ideal situation where knowledge will be shared with the young people. In fact, it has now become almost a maxim to insist that high quality information, advice as well as guidance are fundamental to facilitate access to professional careers. A large number of our secondary school leavers have not had much in terms of work experience that would have partly developed their skills. Such orientation sessions as are being planned are consequently instrumental in filling the gap by highlighting what is likely to be in the offing for them in their future professional lives. Ladies and gentlemen, as a strong believer in the development of public-private partnerships in education, I am particularly pleased to note the renewed evidence of the excellent collaboration which prevails between the Minister of Education and Human Resources, the Minister of Tertiary Education, Science, Research and Technology, and the private sector in the field of promoting access to education and training. This fair is now a focal destination for our students and the public at large to meet representatives from internationally recognized institutions. We have been told, and I've been made to understand, that institutions from UK, Australia, Malaysia, India, amongst many others, are to be present at this fair. Of course, local institutions will also be displaying the range of their courses to our young students. I welcome this opportunity given to all providers of education, training and recruiters to join in under one roof, and I encourage all local stakeholders to establish linkages with one another as like-minded peers to share good practices and network for mutual benefit. I am particularly pleased to see the rich diversity of the courses, training opportunities and job prospects being put at the disposal of all visitors to the fair. Organizers of this Career Expo have been able to strike the right balance between the forces that are pulling students and job seekers in different directions and are able to create the right mix of opportunities for all visitors. The diversity of opportunities not only does justice to the felt need for a more diverse future workforce, but also reflects the many challenges in human resources that we face and our domestic resource constraints. I'm confident that visitors will, through the information they will receive, be able to secure the best options for their future and make their best decision accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, this event is timely, given that our training and job market is changing, and changing quite sharply and rapidly. Consider what is on everybody's lips today. We need to ensure that secondary school leavers are in a position to acquire higher level skills and competencies to participate in the 21st century's knowledge-based economy. This is an issue that is valid for the global context. The absence of such skills causes many youth to knock in vain at the doors of employment. The global figures speak for themselves. Never before have we seen such numbers of young people in the 12 to 24 age group as today. Most importantly, of the 1.5 billion young people in this age group, 1.3 billion live in developing countries. This, as we know, has given rise to the concept of a youth bulge in developing country demographics. We can then very well imagine the consequences. Youth unemployment has almost reached the figure of 75 million around the world, with the Middle East and North Africa having the highest rate, coming up to 25%, and Sub-Saharan Africa alone, 1 in 5 young people is not employed. We cannot even remotely envisage such a scenario for Mauritius. We need institutions that would offer a panoply of professional programs that would also incorporate what are referred to as the 21st century skills, and that would enable the emergence of a multi-skilled workforce that is at once adaptable to an evolving context and innovative in range and breadth. As importantly, many jobs and skills that are required today did not simply exist a few years ago. Some examples being app developers, cloud computing specialists, caregivers for the elderly, community service, environmentally sustainability specialists, and many others. In the light of the fast-pacing changes and the need for our market to respond almost instantaneously in a globalized world, I cannot here minimize the significance of judiciously choosing the right education and job for the future. After all, the growth of the Mauritian economy depends on the know-how and knowledge of our workforce, and it is up to us, ministries, trainers, universities, to ensure that the opportunity is provided right now and that the Mauritian youth of today make the most of it. At the level of government, we have also ensured that even more opportunities are given to students to go for further studies. A momentous decision has already been taken and implemented. We have, as you know, more than doubled the number of national scholarships this year from the former 30 to 68. The philosophy deeply embedded in my ministry and in government is to ensure that opportunities are given to all to pursue education at the highest levels. And we look forward to all scholars and students in general carrying out their future education in areas of relevance to Mauritius as per our national list of priority fields of study, and to come back to serve the nation and foster economic prosperity. In conclusion, I hope that schools will make the most of this Expo, in particular tomorrow, Friday, which is reserved, I'm told, for students of secondary schools, where sessions on various topics of interest will also be presented by professionals. My earnest wish is that the event, through its comprehensive coverage of important and much needed data, enables all students to make the wisest choice of career paths. Alternatively, if they opt to enter the world of work, it is my expectation that they will come to have the acumen and the versatility with which to build and consolidate the country's professional and skilled human resource base. I take this opportunity to particularly thank the Rotary Club of Grand Bay and their sponsors for their continued and unfailing support, along with the Career Guidance Service for the organization of this event. I wish you all, overseas visitors, local resource persons, organizers, a successful Expo, which I would like to ask all the children, the students of Mauritius to come and visit. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Honorable Dr. Banwari. He was Minister of Social Security from January 1980 to June 82, Minister of Health from January 84 to January 1988, Minister of Economic Planning and Information and Telecommunications from December 95 to 1997, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade from 1997 to year 2000, has served as Speaker of the National Assembly since July 2005. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm highly privileged now to invite Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Mauritius, Mr. Registrar Parya. Sir.
Honorable Dr. Basant Banwari, Minister of Education and Human Resource. Mr. Jalil Kalaro, President of the Rotary Club of Gambia, Mr. Faiz Sanbaks, Chairman of the Organizing Committee, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for having invited me this evening for the official opening of the Mauritius International University Career Expo. I understand this event has become an annual feature that brings together both local and foreign training institutions and universities. And its main objective is to reach out to the secondary school leavers and the general public to provide information about study opportunities for career and job prospects. I wish to congratulate the Rotary Club of Gambia for this initiative. This event comes at an opportune time. We have some 8,300 students who have successfully completed their higher school certificate studies this year. They are at present envisaging to undertake tertiary education in either local or foreign universities. Many of them are no doubt facing a dilemma in terms of their future career path and the developmental needs and aspirations that would prepare them to choose occupations of their choice. It is crucial, therefore, that we guide them and orient them so they can see and explore the options that are compatible with their individual interests and aptitudes. Helping our young students increase self-understanding of their abilities, values, as well as their goals in life is vital, not only for their career development, but also for the future of our country. Because I believe that a major turning point in their life involves the career choice they make. Our role, including the role of organizations such as the Rotary Club or other career guidance service centers in establishing the career path and that open opportunities and new horizons for our students, cannot therefore be overemphasized. As you may be aware, the structure of our economy has evolved significantly during the last decades, with the result that there is a mismatch between the available labor force and the demand of the labor market. This has been recognized by all the stakeholders. Therefore, in my view, it is imperative that we inform our young students who are about to embark upon an academic education where the future jobs will lie, so that they can remain relevant in this competitive environment ahead of us. Our success as a country will depend increasingly on how best we equip ourselves with new ideas, skills, and competencies. These are indeed assets that we need to harness at this juncture, especially as the global environment becomes more technological. And the value of these assets will be determined by the effectiveness of science and technology. Because it has been and is being repeatedly hammered that science and technology remain drivers of innovation and growth in this century. This is why I will stress the importance of science in our education system and the need for a scientifically and technologically literate workforce. We should be mindful of the fact that we are living in an altogether new world that is more challenging. For example, we have to face the inescapable challenges of climate change, energy needs, food security, developments in ICT, ensuring stability and prosperity, poverty reduction, to name a few. Tackling these new wealth of challenges per force require, to my mind, a scientific mindset and approach. And as Gordon Brown, the former British Prime Minister, put it, and I quote, "These are challenges that only science can answer," unquote. The importance of science and technology in today's world is overwhelming. The study of science and scientific subjects is today no longer an option. It is an imperative that has to be vigorously pursued. I'm aware that in Mauritius, the number of students taking science subjects in our secondary schools and universities has been declining over the years. Furthermore, many students have switched from science to other subjects. The question that we need to put are, is it because there is not much scope, not too many prospects in our country for students with science qualifications? Is it because careers in business fields are more rewarding? Or is it because many students find science subjects too difficult, so they shy away? Be that as it may, the correlation of science and technology and economic development is undeniable. And in this regard, countries like China, India, Germany, and Singapore are outstanding examples that have spearheaded their growth through inter-area investment in science and technology. On the other hand, it has been established that countries that have neglected science and technology have failed to make a major shift in the structure of their economy. Even in the UK and the United States, the authorities are concerned with the declining number of students studying science subjects. Such a situation has inevitably affected the economic performance of these countries. Only recently, President Obama, during his electoral campaign, stated publicly that if he is re-elected, he will recruit more than 100,000 teachers to teach mathematics and science. He has also appointed a presidential committee to advise him on the way forward to what he calls STEM. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In the UK, the government has made investment in science a national priority in order to raise the status of science in education. Also, it has brought more people with science qualifications in teaching. I am saying all this because if our students are not cautious enough, if they are not properly guided in making the right choice, they may find it difficult to participate in an increasingly scientific and technological world. We need, therefore, to help our students make smart choices by inspiring them and motivating them to pursue a career path that will enable them to face life with serenity and confidence. Because what they will be learning tomorrow, the career path that you will be choose, will help our society tackle the future challenges with determination. I am sure all the training institutions and universities that are present here this evening will provide insights that will lead our students towards making smarter choices, because their choice will shape their life. I am convinced that by interacting with the representatives of training institutions and universities assembled here, by asking the right questions, they will find out information that they are passionate about and that could be the beginning of a thriving academic journey. With these words, I wish you all good luck, and I have the honor and privilege to declare this Mauritius International University and Career Job Expo open. I thank you for your attention.